Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am Crispy and today we are back on my last resort, Tropical Island. This island is part of Crossing Maniac's last resort challenge, and so I am participating in this challenge. And last episode we built this lazy river and decorated around the shopping district, and I am totally not getting stuck. It's totally not happening. I don't know what you think you're seeing, but that is totally not happening. So yeah, I have some tables in between. I could have come out here. Oh well, it's fine. But this is our shopping district area, and so what I thought of today, because I have this skinny bit of land, I thought about doing like the boba shop or tiki bar or something over here. But I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to do my yacht club here. I'm going to do my yacht club because I don't know where else to put it, and this is a skinny bit. I could just put some piers and some boats, and then maybe right here by Able Sisters I could attach like another faux building. It's not gonna look exactly like this little souvenir shop, but it will be the yacht club, and I'm hoping that I will have space to have like either a ladder and incline going up to the second level, and then we could put like a bar up there or something, drink bar type situation. So that is what I'm hoping to do. I may have to adjust my codes again for the umpteen millionth time. I don't think I've used this filler code anywhere. I was going to, but it's kind of big. It's not as small as some of these other fillers that I use all the time. So I think I could potentially get rid of that one. It's not like essential to my island, even though I like it. And some of these tiles I don't think I've used. I might have used this one, but I have a pull code right now that I was gonna do, but I don't know where I'm gonna put a pull. And so I'm debating on possibly getting rid of it or this that I haven't used yet. Even though I really love this tile code, it does take up 9 slots. And I was thinking of potentially getting the water code back, like the ocean water, because I know on these edges, if I put water down for the yachts, that I'll want a curvy line, not a straight line. And all the water codes that I have, other than the lazy river, which I'm not going to use, they have the straight lines because they're meant to use, you know, with tiles that are straight. And I'm not going to use this again because that's the lazy river code, and that looks very pool water. And yeah, I'm not going to put those on the edges. I don't think that makes sense for the edge of the water that would be like in an ocean. So I may end up getting that water code back. I may use it on part of the island, on some of the beach. I don't know. I also don't know if I'm going to upgrade blathers. I still haven't done that. I don't know if it makes sense here. I was just going to incorporate it in a beach build, but if it's down here, I don't know if it makes sense. I guess I could do like a little lifeguard tent situation maybe. So I don't know. There's a whole lot of I don't know going on. I'm still trying to figure out terraforming and layout, and so I don't know that either, but I can definitely start building a yacht club here. So I'm gonna work on that and we'll see how it goes. Alright, so with this build, originally I started just putting a water code down, a water code that I had actually gotten rid of, but I decided that I wanted my boats to be on some kind of water next to the ocean, and so I did re-download it. I've changed my codes on this island so many times. But even though I don't think it looks bad on the grass or in between this boardwalk, it's always a struggle when you're trying to pick something up and you end up kicking up your code. But yeah, when I don't think it looks bad between the grass and the boardwalk, but when I go to do the edge next to the beach, of course, then I don't want the grass showing. So it's just this was a process and a bit of a struggle, but I did have to redo some things. So I just wanted this pier situation here because it was a long, skinny piece of land that I didn't really know what else to do with, and I didn't really know where to put my yacht club, and I'm required to have a yacht club for this challenge. And so here you can see it doesn't make sense to have the sand and the grass showing, so I end up kicking it up, and I had to put the sand code down underneath. And this is why I didn't really want this code, because you almost have to put it under everything. But luckily with the boardwalk code, it snaps, I guess you could say, to the over the in-game pathing or the custom design, or I'm not exactly sure what I'm saying, but some codes, when you put over the in-game pathing, there will be a border of grass around it. But with the boardwalk code that I'm using, it just goes right over it and it doesn't show a line. So I really loved that. So I didn't have to put it over my entire island. I just had to put it in this left section. And now I'm just trying to cover up the grass with some rocks. And oh my gosh, Flick was driving me insane. He just kept walking right up to me, and I ended up accidentally talking to him like 3 different times. And it's not just a quick hi bye. He has to go through his whole spiel, and I love Flick normally, but I don't want him to do 12 or 20 different lines of dialogue when I'm trying to do a build. You know what I mean? It was frustrating. And I kept trying to push him out of the way so that I could keep building, and he just keeps walking right up to me, and it drove me insane. Normally, the NPCs are there, the ones that walk around, whatever, they're fine, and they don't bother me too much, but he was just all up in my face on this build. I have like 3 or 4 different options. I think it's 4 different options of the yachts. And the reason that I'm putting this vertical board fence down was just to hide the wheels underneath the yacht. I could have just had the yachts like on little like boardwalk words are hard. I could have put them on some wood planking or the boardwalk and not on water, but I don't know, for some reason I just really wanted them to be on water, and I thought a yacht club, it needed some water around it. I don't really know much about yacht clubs. I've never been to a yacht club, so I wasn't sure what to do here, but I just thought that they might need to be around water. So this is why I'm struggling through this. And I don't hate the rocks on the edge, but I did end up putting in some wheat fields just to help cover up that grass edge a bit. I had not used wheat fields on this island so far, which is definitely, something different for me, but I did end up bringing in some wheat fields because they're none of the rocks. I had the tall garden rock, I had the garden rock, and I had the flat garden rock. I think that's all of their names. None of them would just do exactly what I was wanting to do. That you can still see some grass edging here and there, but I just had to deal with it. I just had to tell myself it's okay. It's Animal Crossing. People know. I'm trying to create kind of an illusion here, but also, everybody knows. Everybody knows, so it's fine. But yeah, please let me know your thoughts about how this came out. I like the line of boats, and the edge, of course, with the grass was definitely a struggle, and I knew that it was going to be a struggle, and that's part of why I didn't have this code saved, that part of why I got rid of it. But I didn't want to use the pool code because I thought that definitely wouldn't look natural, and I could have put the boardwalk all the way around it, but then I just was like, well, how are the boats gonna get out? So yeah, I struggle with being realistic and practical in this game, and then also just being like, you know what, it's a game, and it's not realistic. There's talking animals, so it's fine. I don't know if anybody else struggles with that, but I definitely do. So I'm just doing putting down the last row of boats here, and then we will start on the actual building. I should have done more research on what a yacht club actually is, but I didn't look at a lot of real yacht clubs in real life. There was just, not a lot of time. So, but now I'm just working on the fake building, and some of the building does go behind the Able sisters, so I hope that looks okay. I covered up the little hay beds in the front there, and then I had to time travel to get my incline built, and so now I'm trying to figure out if I want storefronts at the top or if I want something else. And I didn't think this looked necessarily bad, but I didn't like that the wall on the left side showed the wanted posters. And it also didn't quite fit because of the incline. The spacing was wrong. And so I'm starting to put stuff down inside and thinking, I don't know if I like this. I might want to try something else around the edge. So I did try a few things. This was trial and error. I've never built something like this before. I am not really a big fake builder in this game. I don't do it too often. So this was a learning experience for me, and I don't know if I did it justice, but I did my best, so I guess that's all you can do. And I also wasn't sure how much spacing I wanted up here. I wanted it to be tight, but I also wanted it to feel like a little enclosed building. And so I did struggle with the spacing. There was just barely a one tile space here in front of these counters that I had already filled up, and so trying to fit things around it was a bit of a tight squeeze. I did try the two different gazebos, well, the gazebo and the pergola, and I wasn't sure exactly which one looked best, but I ultimately decided to go with the pergola just because I thought the white matched better. I wish that gazebo came in like more of a lighter color, a white or a very light tan, but it does not. And it does look very tropical, but I think that this white pergola with the yellow flowers goes better. And I hadn't used it before just because I didn't have yellow at first, but now I do have some yellow flowers around, so I think it does go a lot better. I'm just switching up the items on the counters a little bit, and now I'm gonna go in with the stools. And I didn't want one right in front of the cash register, but I wanted there to be at least 3, and then I was trying to put the fence back and it wouldn't fit. And of course, if you put it a certain way, then it goes the way that you don't want it to. And so I was definitely trying to figure that out, and how I get the fence in there but also the stool. And I'm probably doing it the most inefficient way possible, but I was like, oh, I don't know what to do here. So I picked the stool up and then I put the fence down, but then I can't put the stool back where it goes. Such a struggle. And yeah, it does drive me crazy that it's not pushed over, but I also don't know how to fix it in the moment. Don't worry, if you're OCD like me, I will fix it. So I did find this custom code. Well, I didn't find it. Someone else found it, and I asked for the code. And so shout out to Megan for sharing that code with me. That I could not find a yacht club sign on my own. So definitely happy that someone else found it and I was able to get it. But yeah, now I'm just going to cover up the side of the cliff a little bit so it looks more like a building. So I just added some storefronts on the side. And like I said, I'm not exactly sure if I'm happy with how this came out. I struggled a little bit, and there was a little bit of the cliff at the back. And so I ended up adding another layer. And I wasn't sure if I liked the fences at the top or if I wanted something else, like the plant partition or the simple panels. Ultimately, I just decided that I liked the fence on there the best. And so I thought it looked more like a little terrace, or what would be at the top of the stairs. So I left it there in the end, and we are almost finished with this build. I'm just going to add one more little layer to the back, and then I'm going to have to adjust the boardwalk code a little bit, but don't worry, I don't make you watch all of this. I just wanted you to see my process of how I got there in the end. And I do like that I was able to put the fence all along the back. I think that it tied it in better, and I was able to finally move the counter and fix the stools. So yay! So I was really happy with that. It was just hard to maneuver things around because of the tight spacing, and also the pergolas are so huge that you need such a big like space, and they did not want to go in, so it took me several tries. But yeah, this is how it came out, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And we are back, and I have my helper here.
Who's that?
He's been gone so long.
Hi.
But he's back from his grandparents' house.
Yes, we had a lot of fun.
I'm so glad you had fun. I know they loved having you here. You're a garden boy now, aren't you?
Yep, I was in the garden like so long.
Well, today I built a yacht club.
Oh.
You ready to see it?
Yes.
I've never built a yacht club before, so I had no idea what I was doing. No idea, but this is our yacht club.
Wow.
I also didn't know how to cover up the grass line, so I used a bunch of wheat fields and rocks. But it goes from here, which is the bottom of the lazy river.
You just, ooh.
Like the lazy river?
Yes.
I did that last time.
Oh.
And so you can go up here to the yacht club. See the sign?
Oh, yeah.
And I made this like fake building, so you can go.
Can you go up?
Oh my gosh. And you can have a little,
you can't really.
pretend that you can get to the stool. Just pretend, okay? It's a game of pretend. It's fine.
No, it's not.
It was hard enough to get them in there. I'm not going to move everything now.
Okay.
You like it?
Yeah.
I did not know really how to make a fake building. I just did my best. Hopefully it turned out okay.
I think it did.
Let us know what you think in the comments below. You ready to say bye?
Yeah. Bye. Make sure to like and subscribe.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.